Good morning, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this great weekend we had. It was awesome. There's nothing like October. So, what to talk about today? Because we had a great gospel yesterday in terms of the vineyard, and people have asked me about my videos that I've been putting out on Mondays. They're always with a message of hope. They said, "Why is that?" I said, "Because I think I need to remind myself of that." So often we can get so wrapped up in just all the stuff that goes on in our lives. And I'm no different than anybody else. With the office move from St. Athanasius over to St. Agnes, with the sale of the Bainbridge House, it used to be the convent at St. Athanasius and then the rectory, and then hiring a new person for our collaborative. I mean, it never ends. And so I need hope as much as everybody else. So I have to pray about it. And we had a great video last week in Dynamic Parish by a Dr. Alan Hunt. A great talk about prayer. He had been a Methodist pastor in a mega church in Atlanta and became Catholic, and a great story about his conversion. But as only a Southern preacher can in terms of talking about prayer and how to make it happen. And he said we have to be intentional with it, not just once in a while, but really intentional and spend time with the Lord, because the Lord will change us. And so I have to be very intentional every day and spend time with the Lord in silence and then in prayer and reading the scripture. And it makes a difference. So God helps me to find hope in all the issues around me. I mentioned last Monday how hopeful that confirmation was, a week and a half ago. And then this weekend we had a young high school student who's speaking at all the masses regarding the kiss of peace, and how intentional that should be, especially in this time of distancing and COVID, to really look a person in the eye and wish somebody Christ's peace. This is a high school student. And then Saturday afternoon, I was talking to another high school student, and he said that his family is new to the parishes. And they came there because what they have enjoyed with the priests and deacons are their homilies, which are all different, but they're all upbeat. And they're talking about God's hope. So here we have two high school students who sometimes you think religion is like not high on their list, but yet here they are not only speaking to our parishes, but also telling me how much they enjoy the messages we give each weekend in our homilies. I said, God enlightens us all day long if we open our minds and hearts to his presence. We can find his presence in a flower, in a bee, in a hummingbird, whatever it might be. But we can also find God's presence and hopefulness in the people we encounter each day. So as we approach this week, hopefully with joy, expectation, and hearts full of hope, let us ask God to fill us with his hope, that we can truly be, as St. Irenaeus famously said once, the glory of God is the human being fully alive. It all comes from God and not the world around us. So God bless and have a great week.